Hello everyone. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to today's endeavor. Surprise appearance by one void floof cat on the sidelines, but today we are continuing our intentions of getting ourselves to 1 billion capita gain when it comes to Stardew Valley. We recently just finished our whole season of spring, so we're moving on to summer. We got ourselves a coop last time. We've gotten quite a few of our skills up to date and upgraded. We're moving quickly along. That being said, there's still quite a few things we have to take care of. There's still quite a few things we have to find, build, all that fun jazz before we get really ramped up in our gains. I have a co-host now, so hope you guys enjoy. But in any case, let's go ahead and get things started so we can get right on to it. And we can see where today takes us. And here's hoping we can keep the momentum going. Just put that over there. Once it loads properly. There we go. Come on, there it is. Alright. Grab this. Appear to be a co-host active. Hope you guys' day is going well. It is Thursday when this is being recorded, so we are close to the weekend. And there she goes. Alright. She didn't want to be co-host for very long. But like I said, we are into summer, so we have to go ahead and get ourselves reset on crops. And we're going to be getting ourselves well connected with Penny in the good cases, specifically with wanting her to date us. And, you know, reciprocate the feelings back to us. We need to go get melons and, you know, a handful of other stuff. Plus, I think also having the fact that we can keep those open for the interim while we wait for essentials, which we also probably should clear out a lot of our sidebar stuff. Hello, Pink. Good to see you. Thank you for joining with us today. Let's see. So while we're waiting for PRs to open at 9, we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of clearing of all the excess stuff we don't need. You know, if we're gonna have a coop space, we want to make sure we have, you know, all this cleared out so there's less random foliage. There's a butterfly over there. I was wondering what that was, just like, what's fighting over on that side? Eventually I want to get a magnet ring so I can start having to go back and forth and picking up stuff. Do not eat that chicken. At least fill the water bowl. There you go. No, I want the red one. Thank you. Right, I can put this back. I can put this one back here. And I can put this one over here. Alright. Stop. Oh. Man, this thing's wanting to go back and forth 1,000 different directions. Okay. I just drop this off over at the museum. So I'll take that with me. Okay. Let's see. Put this in the box, this in the box. I'm gonna hold on to the... Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to the strawberries until I... Oh, I should make a preserves jar while I'm thinking about it. What do I need for this? 50 wood, 40 stone, 8 coal. I should make that now, if I can. So... I need 35 more wood. Okay. How much coal do we got? Okay. So... You know what? We'll come back for the preserve jar. We need to make crops. We need to get crops. Get some seeds. And probably also start doing the foraging stuff. Which I think we have all the essentials right now. Is that all we need for the spring foraging? Or the summer. Alright, tomato, hot pepper, blueberries. Blueberries are going to be really beneficial because we can get a large quantity of those just from the bunches, and they can be really useful. But yeah, we have all 3 of our foraging items, so it's perfect. Yeah, you don't know if I'll put that in the museum. But let's go to Pierre's to start, get all of our seeds up to date. What do we need and what we're looking for? Yeah. We got some quartz to spare. Alright. 12 days matured. Tomatoes, blueberries, and peppers. All of which give multiple quantities. We also need corn, and we need... Let's... Okay. How much we got? Let's see. Start with 5 of each. Let's see where we're at. This at least gives the baseline of at least 1 per cluster. We can also use the trellis for hops. Alright. Do I get the tree? Let's get the apple sapling. We get the apple sapling now, we can get ourselves set up for the fall. Because it only produces in the fall, so we need to have it all set up and squared away. Is a future investment plan. I also completely skipped the community center and the museum. Okay. It's the one on the bottom here. This. Summer foraging. Yep. Spiceberry. Grapes. Nice. Summer seeds. Great. Which bundle we getting now? Bulletin board? Bulletin board. Okay. So we need to fill up 1 more, and then we can get... I should go back and get more melons. We're going to need a lot of melons if we're going to get good relationships with Penny. There's only 1 per seed as well. We're probably going to use the rest of our resources on melons. Just enough. 20. Cool. It's perfect. Alright, let's go over to Gunther and hand off the frozen deer. Nice. Alright, now we've used most of our day to collect and buy some things. Let's go to the farm and grab the resources. Or at least get everything else squared away. Oh, we also need to give Leia, at some point, a piece of quartz. Was it a piece of quartz or was it refined quartz? Quartz. Just quartz. Good to know. She hangs out at the tavern late at night, doesn't she? I think. We'll have to investigate on that one. But where do we put this tree? Right there. Alright. May not count for much right now, but it's gonna be something. Okay. Alright, so let's till the rest of this out. Put it back to the way it was before. Then we'll make the preserve jars. I think we'll just do at least one to start, because given what we have set up with the mods, we're only going to need to use one. Then we can put everything into a chest. Right, corn on the sides. Alright. Let's do 5 across for the peppers. And then the blueberries. Tomatoes. And the rest are going to be melon. Not sure we're going to have enough to fill the whole space, but we're going to find out. We're going to be a few spaces short, so we'll make use of the summer seeds. Oh, we have a whole thing of melon seeds. What am I doing? We got that as part of our bundle reward. Or, I think it was a reward for Gunther. Which is great. Nice. Now to water everything. And then we'll make some preserve jars. We'll get ourselves, hopefully, enough to make a chest with the wood. Now remind me, don't cut this one. I've been cutting down a lot of trees lately. I know, it's bad. But that one we need. I should also make a couple of, what are they called? Tree tappers? Tappers, yeah. Wood and copper bars. We'll need those for resin, tar, and maple syrup. Sidebar question at the same time while I'm thinking about it. Who here has had authentic maple syrup from a tree? Like natural maple syrup. That has to be good. But I imagine that's also probably... Raw maple syrup probably isn't the best or even the healthiest idea, but that probably has to taste at least somewhat good. But I wouldn't know at the same time. I've only had the processed stuff. But let's get rid of... Probably should make sure I have some items on hand so I don't, you know, pass out from exhaustion right at the start of day 1 of summer. You know, be kind of a bad thing, I think. Why over the fence? You know, I should have probably angled myself better for that. That helps nobody. Alright, so we're gonna look for that one. This. this and this. Okay, we need one of these. You know what? Right here. Anything in this chest will automatically get made into stuff, so we're probably going to get a lot of jam through here. Eventually, once we get a cask, we can start making wine. I need to pick up the scythe. I don't know what I was doing. Clear up the grass. Over here, at least. In the bushes. I'll deal with the rocks later. Or stones. Case in point, I'll deal with that later. Takes less stamina, no stamina to use the scythe for all this, so I'm going to make use of it as much as I can. I think we get the cask from one of the other bundles. I don't know if it's from the foraging or if it's from the summer crops. But once we get that, we'll probably be well on our way to making a lot more income. We won't be able to age enough of our stuff. What the heck are you? Oh, flower seeds. Nice. Didn't know those existed. Also, it is interesting that that's a pretty colorful combination for the flower seeds. What am I holding that for? I'll leave the tree for now. Take the twigs. Alright. Only got a little bit of stamina left, so let's pack the rest of it in. While I'm thinking about it now as well, we can pickle a few of these over here. And then we'll put all this back. And that's also going to take probably quite a while to do anything with, so we'll leave that to its own devices. I should also probably invest in a smoker. If I'm going to get a ton of fish, a smoker might be a good idea to get as well for the fish box. I'm pretty sure I have to buy that. I can't craft one, so I'll have to go to Willie tomorrow to figure out what I need for that. It's probably going to be very expensive. Also, is the music too soft for you guys? Somebody say something if it is. I probably need to increase my volume a little bit, but I can raise the volume if it is too soft for you guys. Just need someone to let me know ahead of time. Again, I still want to be shouting. I'm a naturally loud person. If I my voice already carries enough, but if I lower my recording too much or my output too much, I don't want to be shouting at you guys and afraid that if I say any word at all, it's just gonna break your eardrums in a matter of seconds. Not saying it would. I don't have that booming of a voice, but you know, it doesn't hurt to be cautious and safe about those that watch. That's when it's just well for my own safety when I have to listen to it back. It's like, no, I can't even listen to my own voice because it's too loud. At least when I'm recording it anyways. There's the fourth one. Right here. We'll also need to make a mayo machine. Earth crystal, 15 stone. Yeah, it's good. Earth crystal, which I have one left. Copper bar. Do not forget to water the bowl. That's a phrase. But for later. Okay. Alright. Let's do this. Yeah. Water the crops, let's go fishing. Because we can also get the quality items from melons and corn, I think? Because I know it's parsnips. Yeah, melons, corn, pumpkins, parsnips. So it's going to be heavily relying on probably, what is it? Corn, the summer and, brain. Corn, pumpkin, melons, summer and fall crops. Man, my brain's having a moment. Hey, Jenny Smith, how are you? Thank you for the follow. Hope you're here to stay. Hope you're here to join. All that fun jazz. Alright, muscle, cockle. What do we need from brain? It's all of the crustaceans. On some mollusks. Is that periwinkle? Or that? How's my day? It's going well. It's going well. It's Thursday today. Weekend's coming up quickly. Oh, right. Come in, make yourself at home. Sir, do I stream daily? No. I only stream 2 days a week. I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays. My schedule's in one of the panels. It's good stuff there. The fish go crazy for it. Just making sure you wash your hands good after dipping them in the juices. Ugh. I don't want to know what those are. The aroma has been known to linger for up to 7 weeks, lad. Alright, do not do that. Just don't. Don't put that in my head. I've been getting a lot of fish. Why don't you stream daily? I just stream as a hobby. Also, I want to make sure I have time during the week just to relax and chill. Yeah, I have a day job. I just do this on the side. Aha, man after me own heart. Can always trust a fisherman. Job. I work a 9 to 5 job in the day, and I use my stream 2 days a week just to relax, chill, and play video games. That's what me old pappy used to say, at least. Yeah, no big deal. I just do this for the fun on the side. It's also fun just to chat with people, play video games, enjoy everyone else's day at the same time. Is this your new channel as well? Yes, I just started this year. Started early in January. We'll keep it going. If you can catch, if you're fishing in these waters, I'll give you a special prize. How many do we even have at this point? How many of these? Moderator, you're funny. Yeah, pink deals with migraines. It's horrible. Everything okay, buddy? Well, business has been tough lately. I was starting about the same time that old community center fell to ruin. Me fish just don't sew like they used to. Been working double time just to make ends meet. No time for me on projects. But if things picked up back... If things picked up back... brain fart. If things picked up... Okay. I need to stop. I need to stop and breathe. If things picked back up around here, I might have the time to show you something. Why did it take so long to say a simplistic phrase? English is always so annoying. I can't with this sometimes. She's back there, an old friend from seen better days. Someday, lad, you'll see what I mean. Yes, we will, hopefully by the end of the game. That's gonna take us a long time, though, to get there. We still have so much to do. England. I'm not. I'm West Coast. I'm US. That's why we didn't figure out what we could do for this. Fish smoker. Yeah, American. I'm American. Jeez, 10,000 plus this. I'm Australian. Oh, cool. I don't know many Australian people. From Sydney. What's it like out in Sydney? I've kind of always wanted to visit from Australia. Both Sydney and Australia in general. There's a lot of cool stuff out there. But I also know it's probably extremely dangerous in some parts, which is for good reason. Not saying all Australia is bad. There's a lot of cool stuff out there that I've seen. And I do want to go visit one of these years just to say I've gone, just to experience it. But Sydney, I've heard, is just really cool. A lot of cool sights and such. If I'm gonna get that smoker, I need to make it my new channel right now. Oh, cool! Well, good luck to you in your endeavors. Yeah, it's good. What are you planning on streaming? Just out of curiosity. Or I guess, what are you gonna do on your channel, I guess? Graphical contents are too difficult. You might have to explain that because my brain's trying to understand what it is and it's not making sense to me. I apologize. Stream overlays and emotes and banners. Yeah, the stream overlay and UIs are... it's a lot. It takes a lot of time. I had to look up a few guides and a handful of other things I had to do. I had to watch like several videos just to figure out what makes sense to me. It takes a little bit of time. It's not going to be an overnight endeavor. I promise you that. It took me... I think I was streaming for probably a month. You have to check them out. You might sure you love them. I've made some. Yeah, it would be good. I do have a Discord if you want to send those images in there. I'd love to check out what you guys what you're making. What am I doing? Sure, I'll make sure to look into that. Noted. I'll have you reach out. If you actually check in one of the panels, you can get an access to the Discord I've recently made, and you can go there. running off into the mines, and I didn't even prepare anything. I need items to make sure I survive down there. Jeez, my brain's having a moment today. I take 5. You also need to follow the welcome details and follow those regulations there. Once you're in, I can get you set up. But I'll probably have to do that off stream. But I'll happily take a look at those. It's invalid invite. Oh, I probably updated in the background. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Take a breather moment. No, don't hit me. Yeah, hang on. Let me see if I can fix that. Oh, wait. That's probably why. Why is it... No. Okay. There we go. All right. All right. Let me see if I can fix that real quick for you guys. Yeah, I did recently just put this together, so hang on. Pause, guys. Let me see if I can fix this. All right, you might be able to get into it now. You might have to just retry. Okay, there we go. Alright, I got it this time. Don't know why it was so finicky. I'll have to update that on the overlay as well. That'll be a later thing, so at least got that squared away. Jenny, I will leave that as a darken king. So it's all one word. Alright, that. I swing the bat. Hold it. Darn this thing. Yeah, I got the request on that one. Alright, down there. I'll have to do that over on the... We'll have to do that off stream, Jenny. I don't want to swap between streaming and doing Discord stuff, if that's okay. I will reach out to you later on. I just don't want to try to do 3 different things at once. I apologize. So if you're willing to wait, I will check those out. I do promise that. This there. There we go. Ooh, okay. Oh, ghost fish. Can make use of that. And the solar essence. What's the actual meaning of the Darkin King? So it is funny story. It is a villain I made in D&D. I want to say maybe a couple of years ago. And it's just been a running name that I've wanted to use for quite a while. I mean, I had to sit down and think about what I wanted to use as my branding name. But then I thought, like, well, I could... Yeah, Night King. So it was kind of the idea, the fact of I wanted to use that name just because it meant a lot to me when I was playing D&D. So I thought, why not? I'll play this as my my moniker, so to speak. So I went with that. Stop with the fuzz. Put that down. Yeah, I've made quite a few villains in my multiple years of playing D&D in the background. I've had so much fun doing that. Just being the DM and being the player both have their benefits, but I like being the weaver of the stories. It's just so much fun. Creating all the epic scenes, setting up the storylines, the weaving of multiple characters coming into one overarching plan of action. Ow! Stop with the slime. This bat's great. I need to put this. I need to get something else. Love your name, impressive one. Thank you. Unless you meant that to pink. We're down the next level. Let's play it safe, just do the one today. And now that we've done a lot more stuff, we can just worry about watering, and then we can go back down further tomorrow. Yes, sir, one more thing. Do I have an Instagram? At the moment, no. But I'm thinking about opening that back up and just setting up another account for it. So that's going to be a future plan to get involved in. Setting up Instagram and Instagram Reels and all that stuff. So that will be a later plan in the future. But there's, again, there's still so much to... Yeah, I'll be sure to do that. Yeah, there's still so much stuff I want to do. I'm probably gonna do a lot of that kind of stuff over the weekend this week and see if there's anything more I can do for branching out. I need to put that in the wrong chest. What am I doing? But I'll look for that. All right. How much are you still putting in there? Still in the preserves. Jeez, that's gonna take a while. Alright, if anything, at least get that as the background stuff while we're doing everything else, and then we can be wary of that later. Alright. Ooh, we get open access to the north side of the Discord. I've sent my work. I will look into that off stream. This is embarrassing. I lost my lucky purple shorts. I'm telling you because I think you can trust you. Buy them up when you at the screen. I forgot about the purple shorts part of this. Mayor in his purple shorts. Why do they think... nice to see you. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining, Jenny. Hope you have a great day. I have class now. No worries. Have a good time. Thank you so much, Jenny. You have a good day and good luck with your classes. Thank you, I appreciate that. So many melons. Thank you, sir. Keep appreciating me. Where are we going? Let's go back to the mines. Alright. We're gonna get that smoker. Oh! We got the bigger. Surprised we haven't gotten the instance of the cave request yet. Hopefully we'll get that soon. Alright. Down we go, further into the unknown as it is. No one start quoting that stuff. No one say it. I know what everyone is thinking. Actually, I probably don't. Someone's gonna say it just because I said it. Why did it... Slimed me as I was going down the stairs. Quality retaining soil. More iron ore. You know, I probably should also upgrade my axe if we're going to be clearing out a lot of the foliage on the farm. At least the trees. Ooh, jade piece. Nice. sir. No. Ooh, nice. It's perfect. Alright, clear this out. Yeah, I gotta get a better weapon. This club's great, but it's just so dang slow. I mean, it is, you know, -4 speed. It swings, it's heavy, and it does what it needs to do, but... Alright, ooh. Already getting the stairs, alright. Double stairs? Okay. I'll take it. What do we get here? Crystal dagger. Yes. Alright. 4 to 10. Crit power. +5 weight. Crit chance. It does do less damage, but it is significantly faster. So I'm gonna sacrifice the strength for the speed. This thing's gonna be incredibly good. Speaking of infestation. I probably should have healed myself before I went down. No, don't do that. There we go. Alright. Eat the strawberry before I die and double over. No need to be doing that today. Ow. There we go. Yeah, the special abilities where this thing's going to be shining a lot more. Single target, multi-stab. There we go. Multiple stick. Come on, come on. Oh, another scroll. Nice. Perfect. Alright. Let's go down the ladder. Now it is almost 4 o'clock. Let's see. Bat, do not do this to me. Lift. Back up. Alright, let me just play it safe and not chance it. We're gonna go down to level 60. So, we're good there. We need to get to level 80 so we can start getting gold chunks. Not to mention as well, we also are gonna need to go back and get... I mean, if we're gonna get that smoker, we need to get lava jelly. So we'll need to have that for later. If anything, at least it continues to help us out. So we got also, yep, gots. We also got more ore. We can take care of that for later. Probably shouldn't have filled up the water bowl. So one-track minded. Alright. Put this in there. Put these back. And let's fill this back up. All those. All of these. This. Now we've also gotten the winter root already taken care of, so that's fine. Let's put this here. That can go back as well. Alright, already got the scroll, that one taken care of. And we'll fill this back up with more of these. Right, because there's not a stack of these anymore. Alright, we didn't get the quartz anymore. Did we water everything? Yes, we did. Okay. I think the instance that Willie's shop broke my brain. I'm forgetting so much already. It's not even an hour in. I'm already having a meltdown. Pickled carrots. You know, I want to know, but I don't at the same time, so I'm just going to let that sit for a moment or two. Because I don't know if I want to actually try pickled carrots. I'm sure someone out there has already had pickled carrots and they know what that experience is like. I, for one, don't know what it is. I mean, it just seems like it'd be just a pickled tasting carrot. But, again, I don't think I've had a lot of pickled things. I'm just not the biggest fan of pickles. Again, I'm gonna go on a rant about that. I think when I was a kid, pickles got ruined for me because that was all I could smell when I was starting to serve lunch at one point. It was just not good. Just ruined that experience for pickles for me. Oh, a ton of eggs. We can't use any of these yet because we need to have them be the bigger ones. And I should just make a bigger chest for all of these to be used. Alright. Gonna finish watering this stuff, and then I'm going to start cutting down more. I should probably also just refill this now, so I'm not going to do it later. Because I always leave this half full before the next day. Here's a random question. If, and this is a bold ask for a lot of people. If you were in the same position as your character in Stardew, would you do the same exact thing? If your grandfather gifted you the farm and whatnot, everything was taken care of, all you had to do was just take the leap and leave. Would you actually do it? I'd probably need a little bit of time to think on it, but I think if anything was plant strawberries all day and ride all day long. Yeah, I think it's just the instant because for me, I could definitely see myself going out and doing that. Granted, it'd be, difficult, but I mean, it would be worth it. There's always a benefit to it. Alright, let's make this one cyan. Alright, everything we can turn into pickled stuff or processed goods going in here. And then a preserve jar and a mayo machine. All of our stuff's going to go in there. It's all going to be going in there. Alright, put this back. We do need to get more wood into the bundles. Summer crops. Construction. Another 99 wood. We still need to get the 10 hardwood. We need to do that first once it gets the iron axe. But we don't have, we also need to get the money back up again. Fill the water bowl, dingus. Man. I'm gonna keep forgetting every single day. It's gonna need to be a habit of mine, and I'm not good at making habits. I mean, what was the thing? Takes, what is it? Is it a full 3 weeks of consistency to make it a habit? Something like that? There's a number out there that says something along those lines. The fact of you have to do something so many days in a row without stopping to make it a consistent habit. I want to say it's 21 days. But I could honestly be completely wrong in that regard. I think we can also get some stuff here that we can put into the bundle. Alright. These. We need this, and I think that's it. We need those. Okay. Let's go to community center, and then we'll spend the rest of the day probably fishing. Maybe also grab some foraging stuff on the way. Grape. Sweet pea. Let's also give the sweet pea to Penny as well. I don't know if she'll like it, but we'll find out. If anything, we're going to learn a lot more details of what she does like and what she doesn't. So, help us answer a lot of questions. The main thing we know is she likes melons. Which again, melon is, you know, a pretty convincing fruit. At least, okay. Another question for you guys. Best watermelon of, what is it, cantaloupe, honeydew, watermelon. Is there any other melons that are out there? And no one say something inappropriate with that comment. I don't want to hear any of those comments come through. Or see them, for that matter. Don't eat the dang thing. Where even is Penny, anyways? Or is she over on the bench? There's Leah. There's Evelyn. Where would Penny be? She's not. Oh, I might have an idea. I should go to the community center first before I run off. Go hunting down and looking. Not hunting, looking. Jeez. Alright. We need to put this here. And especially fish bundle, ghost fish. Yeah, we'll need wine and pine tar. Is it oak resin? Oak resin. And pomegranates. Oh, right, the blue mushroom as well. And the nautilus shell. Noted. Toxic bundle for that. This is going to finish with the adventurers bundle. Just great. We still need the fire quartz. There's our magnet ring. It's great. Alright, all the bundles are unlocked. Now we can start doing everything, at least all at the same time. Now, what do we have? 2,500, 25,000, 5,000, and 10. Jeez, we're going to be spending a lot of money for those. But I think one of those is the crystallarium and the lightning rod. If I remember correctly. I think those are two possible options, which would be great if we can get the crystallarium, but... What was it? I think it was emeralds that we need to get for Penny. So we'll have to be on the lookout for those. There's a chance we can find Penny wandering about. Maybe. It's very heavy, maybe. Alex is doing his thing. And Haley's enjoying that. Okay. I will just put those on the sidelines for now. Those over here. And we will eat this. Because yes. There's Leah. She's drawing something. I thought she had like an abacus or something. Don't know why I thought of that first. Why did my brain go to abacus? Why was that the first thing I thought of when I saw what she was holding? That makes no sense to me. It makes no sense at all, rather. I mean, a piece of parchment probably would have been more optimal, I think. Una! Rex, we need to get all of our summer catches done now. I think we need to get snapper from the ocean. Sea jelly. More sea jelly. If anything, I'll just eat one of these. Can you turn sea jelly into anything? Or any of the jellies? Can you turn that into jam, I wonder? Or is it purely for the smoker recipe that you need the sea jellies for? Or at least the jellies in general. There's gotta be other uses to make use of them than just eating them or making a smoker with it. Mullet. An iridium style mullet. There we go. Seaweed. Got a couple of fish, and now it's gonna be nothing but seaweed. I definitely jinxed myself now. Or not. Stay there. Go. Halibut. Halibut. I mean, there are also a lot of cool sounding fish names out there. Red snapper. Marlin. Halibut. Those are supposed to be like... They can get to pretty big size. If you like... That and flounders, I think, can be extremely big. Like deep sea fishing. Alright, let me get one more. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Jeez, what was that one? Sporadic. Is that a catfish or something? Alright, I'm going back. Not gonna be here till the dead of night. Much as people would love to do that sometimes. I mean, sleeping out under the stars is definitely a thing to do. But I think it also depends. Some cases are good. I mean, out in the summertime, doing it late night in the day. And then getting out before it, becomes blistering heat. Alright, given that I think the tuna needs to go... Yeah. The mullet and the halibut I can sell. But I need to keep the tuna for the bundle. Put this back. Alrighty. Bed. Ooh, thunderstorm. Ah, there you are. Demetrius. I have some good news for you. A few days ago, I made a breakthrough in my research in the local environment. I'll spare the technical details and get to the point. You know that empty cave you have over in the cliffs? Well, I have a way to turn it into something useful for both of us. I'd like to set up the cave to attract local species. That way I can observe them in a more controlled environment. You can harvest whatever products they produce. I'm going to set up the cave to trap mushrooms or fruit bats. The fruit bats will leave you fruit for you to collect. We are taking the mushrooms. The mushroom caves, I think, are going to yield us the most benefit. But what I need to do now is, now that we have them, I need to make a few chests, and I'm going to need a lot of wood. Okay, did the tree just fall? Is that what I heard? The lightning strike actually hit one of the trees? Oh, it did. I thought I was hearing stuff. But nope, it actually broke. The tree actually collapsed. Well, alright then. With that out of the way, I should probably say hi to all the animals before I get sucked into chopping down trees. Hello everyone. Thank you for the eggs. I think a solar might be the next thing I invest in for structures. Just so I can have that for these kind of instances for the rainy days, but also to prep everything for winter. But then also need to get a heater as well. That may also cost a little bit of coinage. Another one. I don't think I've actually seen lightning strike in front of me. At least, again, in game. But I don't think I want to see what happens if lightning strikes in front of me in real life. That's just terrifying. Seeing it in movies is already heart-stopping enough. Don't ask me to be the one holding a lightning rod in the middle of a storm. I'm not going to be that guy. I'm not doing that to myself, and I'm certainly not going to have anybody else do it. You have to pay me an abhorrent amount of money to do that. Now that we have this, let's make a few chests. And go into the caves. We'll make use of these for later. Alright. There. And here. And there. We can make use of the smoker. But we'll get, so we already have the ability to make life elixirs with all those mushrooms. It'd be far easier if we held on to everything and then made the life elixirs with those. Yeah, because we can use, red mushrooms, purple mushrooms, moriel, and chanterelles. If anything, we'll cook the brown mushrooms. And we'll use those. Or we'll make use of them for... usage for delving into the mines. Alright, let's take this one. And we'll take the 2 jellies. Or 3 jellies at least. Alright, let's put this here. Go to the community center, and we'll also go up to the lakeside first. We'll take care of that area, and we'll start fishing out there, and then we'll go to the river. We'll start working our way around, so we're just going to start getting, if we can get all the fishing done for summer, now that'd be probably better. Or at least the sooner we get that done, the better. Fish, ocean fish. Alright, so we need tilapia, red snapper still. Lake fishing, we need the sturgeon. Night fishing, we need the walleye. We're going to have to gamble on the walleye. I don't think we're going to be able to get that easily until... Because I'm pretty sure that's fall and at night and like 2:30 in the morning. I'd rather wait until we have the minecart available. Then we can just jump from the bus stop access point to the top of where the lake is. Don't want to back myself into a corner. Alright, eat the grapes. And the sea jelly. Perfect. Fish away. If I spend the whole rest of the day doing nothing but fishing, I do not care. Thousand and one ways to climb a ladder, just find one that works. That probably doesn't make any bit of sense the way I phrased it for this, but we're gonna have to make money somehow. If it means we do a lot of fishing, we do a lot of fishing. Because we have to wait for the goods to be pickled and jammed anyways, so we gotta do other stuff in the meantime. We can't just sit around and wait. We have a passive income building in the background. That's actually probably how we get... Once those are all taken care of when we sell that, we might be able to buy quite a bit of stuff we've been putting off for a while, like all the saplings and the backpack. Backpack probably first. The way they're still running all around with the level 2 backpack is still pretty impressive. But I don't think we've also filled up the backpack fully yet. At least I'm pretty sure we haven't. Someone quote me now and say, yeah, we did that at the very beginning. It's like, well, we filled up the small one. But the big one, I think we haven't filled up the second level one. River jelly. Oh. Is it the sturgeon? What are you? What are you? It's an aggressive fish is what it is. What is it? It is the sturgeon. Nice. So that clears all the lake fish. So we're going to start working on the river and the ocean. River, I think, was tiger trout? I think just tiger trout. Hang on. Tiger trout. Yep. Alright. Let's go ahead and use another one of these. Because we can. What does this even do anyways? Oh, max amount of energy increases. Cool. Alright, let me go right here. Stay away from the roadway, that way no one's going to get in the way. And I'm not going to be in the way of anybody else. CD. Got it. Pike. First one of the pike. Someone, and this is more of a clarification for myself, someone could confirm if tiger trout is summer or fall. I feel like it was a summer thing. If it's only a fall thing, then that's fine. We'll wait on the river and we'll do more stuff with the ocean for now. shad. What about over here? Excuse me. Why is this stuff put in the river? Seriously, I feel like most of what I'm going to be doing for my job is cleaning out the river, the lake, and the ocean of all the various garbage that people throwing away. I mean, granted, it's also where we have a recycling machine, but I shouldn't have to be the one to do it. It'll just be practical, people, but then again, I can't force anyone to do something they don't want to do. And if they want to do that, that's on them. But I will not be doing that. I will be the different guy. Flounder. Mullet. I think I've only had a mullet, and I mean hair mullet, once in my life. Because that was the instance when I went to my first semester of college, and I grew it out, didn't bother. I basically grew it out long enough that it was curling at the back of my shoulders, back of my neck. I didn't bother getting a haircut the entire semester, so it grew out for 3 months straight. And I'm gonna be honest, it looked real bad. I think we went and got myself a haircut in town. I want to say the next day, and it was just like, I'm never growing my hair out, never growing a mullet. Just, I'm not doing it. As I say, it's not a bad thing. I just could not pull it off. I'll stick with the rustic biker look with the shaved head and the beard. I just do not look good in a mullet. But kudos to you guys if you could do it, because I could not. Gonna drop off the sturgeon before I run off to bed. I wish I had a cat. Unfortunately, my dad is allergic to pretty much everything. Allergies, always a penalty. I mean, there are also ways you can combat allergies, but some are just so severe that anything that happens just is horrible. Alright. Lake fishing done. Dressed spinner. Nice. Ocean fish is snapper and tilapia. Night fishing, crab pot, river fish. Okay. I think that for now I'll put this here. Can I? No. Oh, it's bait. It's on a. I don't have a spot for a. Right. I don't have a good enough. Okay. I don't have a strong enough rod to be able to use lures. I need the iridium rod, which I may also invest in that too. So. We're slowly building our investment pool with the preserve jar and the mayonnaise machine. And eventually once we get a cask for wine and drinks, we can make use of that as well. This, and this, and this one, and this one, and this one, and that's it. Okay. Do we? I wonder if we get anything for the jellies. I'm curious now. Now I'm just curious, is the case. Into bed. Other. Sea jellies are worth more. Noted. Okay. Not bad, not bad. 6 days in. Good progress. Alright, it's a new day, new dawn. Ooh, peppers are growing. We can only do... just the base peppers. Can you do quality with that? Okay. So we're gonna do this. Put these and this in there, and leave the rest. And take this. Okay. We're gonna do all of them at once. We just need to do it all at one time. So we're gonna save that until we have the rest of them. Oh yeah, they're a little upset I didn't feed them. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I should just build a silo. So I have stuff to give them for later. I could also just buy a bunch of hay. But I need to be practical with what I have. I'll stop by Robin's place while I'm out on the north side at the mines. Because we're going to do that today. See if I can get more stuff and get more progress down in the mines. Keep missing the one. Of course, it runs out of the one. Last one there. This. Let's do a bit of foraging before we run off. Or on the way there, rather. Don't pickaxe the water bowl. Jeez, dude. Put that down. Anything in the boxes? I doubt it. No, I didn't think so. Alright. Okay, we now have 2 passive income streams with the mushrooms for the elixirs and all of the pickled and jammed goods. If there's anything we can get here. Not that I know of, at least. Though I can step in and relax for a little bit. Farmer goes to take a swim. Step. Let my energy refill. Great. Alright, out I go. Go foraging a little bit, and then we'll go to the mines. And that'll probably what we end up doing for day 6. Let's see. Can we pick up anything? Or do we have to go back to the farm to grab supplies? Might have to make a return trip. Yeah, we're just gonna make a lab. That's what we're gonna do. So. Grab from here. Back to the mines. Long trip back. Yeah, once we get the minecart with the forge, getting back and forth between the different areas will be much easier to deal with. Again, we need to get into the magma area. Not with the bats again. No. Back. Say back. 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 I stick you with it. I have a dagger and I will use it. Fighting ghosts with a dagger. That's a great idea. Come on. The knockback's pretty impressive, though. Very nice. Pick up the iron ore and I'll be on my way. Alright. Again. Seriously, dude. Deal with the slime at the same time I'm dealing with the ghost. Oh, it's right there. Never mind. Alright, down I go. No, I whiffed on that ability. No, no. Angry slime, angry slime. Thank you. Don't anger the slime. Or don't make the slime even more angry. Almost there. There we go. Ooh, new mining experience. I think we get the chance for ore veins of an additional ore piece, or the double chance for gemstones. I think for the case if we're gonna get the crystallarium, I think getting the gemstones would be the best choice. Because we just can get one, maybe two. That. Put this up. Get rid of this fuzzball. Take out the slime. Alright. Nope. Nope. Come back. I will chase you. There we go. Just gonna keep mining until I find it. Yeah, they were gonna keep going into the mines. We need to get our pickaxe upgraded, so I think it's what, 5,000 in the 5 iron bars. And if anything, we could also start clearing out those larger boulders on the farmstead as well. Should probably eat before I exhaust myself. Come on. Okay, so am I gonna have to break every stone to get the dang thing? I was hoping I didn't, so I'm glad it opened up at the right time. Don't eat the sap. Is that even safe to eat, just in the general sense? Again, like I said earlier, I think, like, certain saps can be good if it's prepared properly, but just eating that straight from the tree, again, repeating that same question that I asked earlier with the maple syrup thing from maple trees. I mean, I imagine you can't eat it raw, but... Well, I guess if there's some trees you can do that. I know with... Well, I guess cactus isn't a tree, it's a... Okay. Cactus. Is it a tree? Is it a plant? Is it a fruit? Because I've seen it more often as a fruit, at least from this game, but I'm now curious what it actually is. So, also hear your guys' thoughts as well, based on what it is, or what you guys would say it is. I should get out. Yeah. I'm not gonna make it to the 2 a.m. Or is it 2? Is it 2 a.m. or is it 2:30? Ah, well. Don't chance it. Alright, go around the back. I will sort my inventory later. It's already 1 in the morning. It's a later problem. Transmutation, nice. And a +5. Nice. That's great. Alright. This. Alright, you guys happy now? Alright, then you got some food. I apologize for not setting stuff out the day before. Then there's the other one. There we go. Alright. Yeah, it's gonna be a while before we get to that. The melon should be coming in nicely here soon, which is great. 1 pickled green bean. Jeez, it's gonna take a while for all this stuff to push. And I'm gonna wait to send the diamond in until we have the crystallarium or something. Because that is far too valuable just to hand off immediately and never run into again. That being, not saying we won't do it, but it's the fact of like, no. Right, water. Water the plants. Water the crops. Be the farmer. Just gonna sit there and do the cycle all over again. And again. Maybe we should also make an event. Well, no. We'll wait to, again, like I said before, we're going to wait to do the watering can and the hoe until we get to winter, just because you're not really going to do crops in the winter. I mean, you do stuff in the greenhouse. That's a different story. I could also make an investment and get some sprinklers, but how other way do we get the better quality sprinklers first? So much more we can do with that. A lot of mayonnaise. Lots of mayonnaise. Let me go ahead and get this upgraded as well while I'm thinking about it. Send that off, at least get it upgraded to the next level, so it's at least less frustrating if we need to get more wood. And if we're going to need to get ourselves into the deeper forest to get hardwood chunks, or at least just hardwood pieces anyways, because we'll need that for the cellar, not the 100 pieces of hardwood, so we're going to need to upgrade that axe anyways. this off while I can. Upgrade. Oh, it's only 2,000. Sweet. I also don't see us making really much use of the trash can upgrades, at least not until maybe later in game, but I don't think we're really going to have any use for them. If anything, it's just a return investment of if we need to get rid of some items, we're going to get some kind of we'll get some amount of currency back, but we don't get much of an investment until we get at least to, I think, iron, because we get 10% back for copper, 30%, I think, for gold, for the iron. I think it's 10, 30, or is it 10, 20, 30, I forget. I just know we get more return value with the trash can the further up we go. But we also have to invest a lot of resources into that anyways. And we're better off getting the early investment in other stuff first before we do that. Alright. We've covered everything we need to do when it comes to fishing in the ocean. So let's take this. No, let's take the one strawberry. We're gonna max out and go until either we're exhausted or until the day is out. Like I said before in previous part, fishing is a great, at least in my opinion, it's a great alternative because you can get quite a bit of stuff done with what you have in the mines. And plus, I think also, maybe we can also wait to do a lot of our other stuff. We can also get the hoe upgraded too, given we've already planted stuff. Yeah, we might do that. Given that our crops are planted out, all we're really doing is getting the watering can done. So we at least get the hoe probably upgraded. Maybe. As long as we don't have to worry about replanting stuff, but scarecrows are doing the work, so we could easily send the hoe off to go get upgraded to copper, maybe to iron. Jeez, what is that? Could be. I think albacore is one of the ones that's aggressive. That's an ocean fish. Also, could be an eel. I don't know if those come out in summer. Red mullet. Alright, who's next? Flounder. Out. Hit. Got it. Pull it again. Because we need snapper and tilapia. I'm pretty sure those are both summer fish. I hope those are summer fish. Otherwise, we'll need to invest some time in fall to get the rest of the fish taken care of. Jeez, what's with this one? What is it? It's definitely something aggressive is what it is. Pretty sporadic. Tuna. Mullet. Just sitting and fishing. That's all it is. Blah. Come on. There we go. Got it. Because now I'm actually curious what that rather chaotically moving fish is, if it even comes back. If we catch one, we'll know what it is, but we have to get the bigger or the better fishing rod. Among just, of course, improving our fishing skill. Can you be paid? Well, I guess you can do competitions, but do... how would I phrase this? Is it considered a professional sport to fish in some cases? I mean, I know you can get records, and I think you can turn in, like, photos, or you have, like, a fish, like, containers or storage or whatnot for, like, holding what fish you've caught the day of, or whatever the case is, but can you become a professional fisher? I don't know if that's even a thing. If that sounds outlandish, then I understand, but it's one of those scenarios of just like, There we go. There we go. More tuna. You can tuna bean, you can't tuna fish. Dumb joke for the day. It's my one dad joke for the stream, and I'm probably never going to do that again. I'm sure you guys will probably have more dad jokes than I will. Alright, come on. Got it. Halibut. let's go back. Make the trip back, and we'll sort out the fish. I think we're also at the level that we could probably get majority gold star and iridium quality. I mean, what are we at now? Either level 8 or we're soon to be level 9. With the knowledge that we got. I wouldn't be surprised if I end up maxing that stat out first, so I get majority. If anything, only gold and iridium star quality fish. Which I will need to invest in that smoker if I'm going to get more of this stuff. There we go. Oh, one too many. There we go. Only take out the duplicates. Always leave one space just in case. If we can't do anything with them, then we'll just sell them. But now that we've got all the bundles... Actually, now that we have all the bundles squared, do we need these for anything that we haven't already used? If not, then we're just going to sell all of it. Okay. Like I said, we're going to get a smoker later on. I'm just going to sell them now so we can make more of the investment. Alright. Level 8. Deluxe worm bin, dressed spinner, barbed hook. Alright, we are level 8 now. Almost 4 grand, just almost 5 grand. Most of it just in fishing. Okay. We'll do one more day and then we'll call it. We'll see where we're at. In progress. Alright. Everything should be fully grown, I think, by the end of the next day. At least most of it should be. Hello, my good lovely chickens. Where's the other one? There it is. Oh, it's in the door. They put an egg in the door and blocked me. I should also sell the mayonnaise. We have a lot of them. We have a lot of mayonnaise. Alright, let's go ahead and water this. Yeah, if we've already got most of our crops laid out, we might as well also upgrade the hoe, at least to copper, maybe to iron. That way we can have that all taken care of, because at this point, I think most of what the tools we need are going to need to get as high as iron. Anything, like, for gold or iridium is just going to be... If we have an excess amount, we can upgrade the stuff, but there's no real need to go any higher than iron. At least, not until we get to the late game. But if there's other uses aside from that, let me know. I know we can get iridium, if we get iridium quality items, we get bonuses, but that's not until we get to the island. We still have to do so much stuff before we get there. We have to do the entire community center and the 2 end-game chunks. Yeah, there's still so much we have to do before we even get close to that. Hold on. Can I... Yes, I can. I'm gonna regret this decision. A lot, probably. Well, I'm gonna make use of it. Might as well make use of it that way. I could use it for bait, but I'll probably save that for, like, if I have an excess, if I need that. Because I'm already getting quite a few fish, as it is. Just wait, I say that, and I'm gonna no longer be able to catch anything but junk for, like, a day. Ooh, train's passing by. I could probably get some random stuff off the train. Drop this off and we'll go explore. Or I'll go up to the train and see if I can find anything. Alright, let's make a donation. Another scroll, another gem. Alright, what you got? Night on Echo Hill. Alright. Let's go see what's up with this train. Because then we can get stuff if we wait. We just have to wait. Railroad. Yep. Or did it just go by only for like an hour and then it's gone? Well, man. All right. Clear out the rocks. See if we can get to level 70. Great. Not with this bat. Nope. Back. Back. There we go. Just gonna keep hitting rocks until something pops. Unless I already missed it. Pretty sure I didn't. Okay. Let me take the cave carrots first. Open up a space for that. And the grapes. I think the next upgrade I'm going to do is probably, once I get the axe back, is push the pickaxe up to iron. And then I can leave that alone for a while and start working on the other tools. At least that I can easily. Watering can is probably going to be last. And I'll do the hoe probably after the pickaxe, just because I'm going to be able to make use of where it's at with having the crops already tilled, at least all the area tilled, so I don't have to worry about retilling it again. So as long as I keep stuff planted, I should be fine. Alright, jump the bug steak. Yeah. It's gonna be the last one that I open is gonna have the ladder in it. Never mind. Always check to see if it's the first one or the last one. Or you know, an enemy can have it as well. Like that. Speaking of monsters, whole bunch of slimes. Angry slime. And a bat. And a big one. Big slime. Back away from me. Oh, multiple big slimes. Lots of slimes. This is a horde fight. I'm not going down here without a fight. I mean, quite literally. Jeez, there's so many of them. I'm gonna log off at the Arctic Express for the night. Have fun. Yeah, good night, Pink. I'll check you later. We are also done. We're getting close to the end of the stream anyway, so it's perfect timing, I think. Yeah, we're doing pretty good on time, so we can make it work. I need to deal with the smaller ones first before I attempt to... Am I going to be able to be... You know what? Let's do this. I think I need to get rid of the dagger. It's good, but it's... Again, I'm just getting swarmed so easily. And the dagger's good, but it's only going to give me so much damage output, so... Let's leave. Again, it was a good attempt trying to get down there before everything runs out. But I need a better weapon. What can we get at the Adventurers Guild? Let's see. Let's take Templar. Templar boots are good. Let's take combat boots. Yeah, okay. So keep this. Take these. We can splurge a little bit on ourselves, given we have so much at the moment. And then we will Sell the Tundra Boots and the Crystal Dagger. We just can get ourselves set up. That way, the next time we go into the end of the cave, we're going to be a little more prepared. Now we actually have a sword that at least can do... Again, it was 4 to 10 damage, but the speed was pretty good. But this thing does nearly 2.5 times what the base damage was. I mean, the base damage alone was 4 to 10. This base is 20 to 29. We could be doing almost 3 times the amount of damage with that dagger. So, I think we made a good investment. But before we turn in for the night, now that we have a little bit more time on our hands, let's dump all our stuff and check all of these just in case. I doubt we've gotten too much. We've gotten a couple. But we'll let that sit in bulk a little bit more. But we'll get rid of the pickled stuff, and I think we can get rid of the mayonnaise. By getting rid of, I mean selling them, of course. I don't mean just, you know, up and getting rid of it all. I will put the grapes in here, though. Yeah, so... put all this away, this, and this. We do need to build back up that numbers for... for the 99 wood. So let's take pickled carrots, the mayonnaise, and the pickled green beans. Let's sell this. We'll get more at the pace we were going. We'll be just fine. So, all right, 8 days in. Pretty good start for summer. Yeah, a lot of good stuff. I think most of that probably came from the mayo. Yeah, 190 a pop for 18 of those. Like I said, it's going to be a slow investment, but we now have 2 slow streams of income in the background that we can make use of, specifically between... Hawker box is ready. Great. Between the preserve jar maker. Okay. Peppers are growing. 35,616. Not too shabby. But with that, I think we're going to go ahead and call it for today. We made quite a bit of progress and good heavy investments. We got the preserve jars. We got the mushroom boxes. We have a good set of things prepared for what's coming. So as of right now, we'll go ahead and call it a day. I hope you guys have been enjoying this and have enjoyed today's episode. If you did, leave a like, comment, follow, subscribe, all that fun jazz. And remember, the voids always want to listen to those who want to be heard. I'm willing to hear you out, and I'm willing to listen. Have a great night, guys. I love you. I'll see you next time.